Oh my god. Another, like, your discretion or some shit. Hold on. Please take care of yourself. What? What am I getting into? How do I make this full screen? It looks like I can't. You're not having a great day as usual. Oh, great. Oh, what the shit? It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. Is this gonna be some dark shit? Are you kidding me? But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical. But maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow, right? Turn your head home. Win. Huh? What was that? There's only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. You don't know what that is, you fucking dumbass. It's a cat. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Huh? Guess that shouldn't have been obvious. Yeah, I should have. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. So cute, kawaii, and it definitely knows it. You've never you've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock that I haven't already found a way to rule the world. It's not that deep, bro. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord? You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyway? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? The cat doesn't answer you, obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest. Leave the box. What the fuck? It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. You know what? You reach into the box and pick up the cat, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone, and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You will be responsible and take it to shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's go. Let's get you out of the rain, okay? You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a mod set apartment. Mod set, I don't know what the fuck that is. One bedroom, one bathroom. One you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside of in it after so long. What? Even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. Perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. He looks at the plate of food and completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here for you. You get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough of thanks for you. Follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed, tomato slice. Ow. You onces your cut finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up on the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Hey, don't worry, I'm alright. It was just done. You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely clean. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird, right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do, right? But regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyways. Was one night of awkwardness. Weird or not, it's just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. While you're eating your sandwich. While you're cleaning up the kitchen. While you're trying to watch TV. You gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at this strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks your food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking... So what you do is, right, you kick the cat right in the fucking face. That's what you fucking do if it gets more aggressive. I'm getting canceled. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hallway. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea of how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and the lights just went out. Classic. Great, just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. Yeah, sure, man. You check your cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your unusual routine. You grab your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then why did the power go out? Like I said, the sky is pitch black. What time is it? Turn to check the clock. Guess it's on the top of the digital clock staring at you. Thinking now you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all, the power outage, but the numbers are lit up and going completely haywire. The cat stares at you, it's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indications that it's alive. It's not blinking, it's not even breathing, but its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. No, I'm not. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of sight. You consider tossing the cat out of after all. But as soon as you thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Its eyes hold you still, even with the flashlight trained on it. Its pupils are large, round. The flashlight flickers. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence, punctuated with the rapid pumping of blood in your heart, is overridden as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having that answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored. But no answer comes into mind. You back away from the clock, and it feels as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. You can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense as clearly as if it had whispered right into your ear, right into yourself. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement. Terror of action, but you're still weak from the fear's grip in your mind. Your legs tangle together under you in the haste, and you fall into the. Oh my fucking god! Of course you fall. A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you have broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath it. You hear the sound of a metal scraping on the tiles after skidding across the floor as if it had been kicked. Winded from your fall, you look up, dazed, and you see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably opened door screech to hate. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at, it's your kitchen knife, and still tinted red from your earlier blunder. But that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you left it. And you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife. It spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your door. It pads lightly over to the knife, as if skipping into, and bends out a lap on the blood dripping from the blade. Ah! Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as if it starts to suffocate you under its head. The sound of shaky breaths, discordant against the static new piercing in your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreads to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you'd take. Looking away at the kitchen knife once again, the scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood. Golden eyes slide up to you as in response to your sudden realization, blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red. But there's a strange light emitting from now here nowhere that casts everything else in one. The house, the trees, the road, even you. Everything. Except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Now when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you, even then you stop running. You don't stop running. Because if the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? So in this scenario, you just keep running, to be honest. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Yes. That's a cool game, bro. And you think, anyway, I can't really remember what. So that's like the most obvious ending or some shit? Interesting. What's if I press load? Okay. Cool dude. Cool game. We might do another ending. I don't know. This game's kind of okay. Give me the chills, but yeah. I wonder what would change if I picked different options. If I didn't take them all. We'll do that next time though. Make sure you like this stream. Make sure you like my latest video. See you guys later. Peace out.